On FX, it's time for one of NASCAR's greatest events, the All-Star Challenge. Superstars showing speed and skill at an accelerated level. And as one driver put it, everyone takes a few more risks than normal. This race always lives up to its reputation here at this All-Star joint.
All-Star joint, you got a jukebox, device is nice, it stays in the back all day. Not talking, hey, chicken downstairs, all-star joint, got a jukebox, finger snapping dealers, you think you'll be about you can't break the rules until you know how to play the game. Just want a little fun, keep your feet in the street, the toes on the lawn, but keep your business in your pocket. Well, belong. Come on, see think about it. Come on, see tick. Hey, do yourself a favor, yes, you ought to take it, but honey, don't give it away if they don't appreciate it.
And welcome to NASCAR's version of Star Wars here on FX. The Galaxy of Stars align for the NEXTEL All-Star Challenge pre-race show from Concord, North Carolina, just outside Charlotte. The field made up of the best. Tony Stewart, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Whiz Kid Casey Kane. And speaking for all the drivers, Rusty Wallace told his team, he said, hey, bring me a car that's expendable. Speaking of expendable, Jeff Hamlin and I, the All-Star edition from the Hollywood Hotel, ready to rock and roll here on FX. It's where America gathers every weekend for racing. Nice to have you with us. Jeff, you doing all right? You ready to go?
Expendable?
Well, yeah, sort of.
Come on, now, be careful.
Easily be replaced. All right, come on. We have the best drivers in the world. We have $1 million at stake. Pamela Anderson, the Grand Marshal. This is a big night.
Well, all I can say about that right there, the force better be with you, because the nice forcing your way around may be the key to winning this thing.
All right, a lot of money on the line. So which drivers does that favor when they don't have to worry about points? They just go to win.
The guys who are the hungriest. I mean, obviously, anytime you put money up for grabs, you got to look at guys like Tony Stewart, Jeff Gordon. I mean, even his teammate, Jimmy Johnson. These guys excel at places like this and at this type of format.
All right, let's go through the format. It's a very unique format because there's really a chance for somebody to kind of work their way in. It's called the transfer race, the NEXTEL Open. 28 drivers. Mike Bliss on the pole, a 20-lap run, then a 10-lap run. Somebody gets the break. An additional driver voted in by the fans. The All-Star Challenge itself, 3 segments, total of 90 laps. Ryan Newman on the pole for that. After the first segment, there's an inversion based on a random draw, which we will show you. It'll be an exciting ping-pong ball, kind of a lottery thing, which you'll want to catch on to. And if you do want to vote a driver in, go to NASCAR.com and place your vote. And it should be, with the two guys trying to work their way into with the big boys, an exciting night.
Oh, it's going to be definitely an exciting night. When you talk about this type of format and the quality of guys that are trying to get in.
One of the drivers favored to win tonight, Jeff Gordon. He's won the All-Star Challenge 3 times. He's also won 3 races already this season.
Someone get in the back!
And we welcome to the Hollywood Hotel, Jeff Gordon. Nice to have you up.
Thank you, guys.
Good to see you. All right,
I don't get a chance to be up here very often. It's good view.
Well, it's good to be here.
And you'll be in action later tonight. So what are the drivers, Jeff? What do you like about tonight's format, tonight's event?
I mean, I like the excitement of it. You know, I think the drivers are on edge, pushing the cars to limits that we don't get a chance to do very often, usually because, you know, we want to take that chance to win races every once in a while, but you also know that points are on the line, and there's just a lot of money on the line. Plus, I love how it's for the fans. I mean, the fans really get a great show tonight with the format. You know, the format is built to just create great racing, great excitement for everybody.
Well, what I got to know is, you won this race 3 times. Is it for the trophy? Or is it for the money? Come on now, be honest with me.
The money's part of the trophy, isn't it?
Yes, that is part of the deal.
I mean, you know, I don't think it doesn't matter who you are when you get out there in a competitive environment like this. it's about winning that race. It's about seeing that checkered flag, and the accolades and the money, what they write about you the next day. That's just an added bonus of what happens after you get out of victory lane.
And your DuPont Chevrolet have had a lot of success, but I'm sure you're aware each time you've won the All-Star event, 3 times you've gone on to win a points championship. I know 4 total overall, but so it's a pretty good signal. Is that kind of on your mind? Something you think about?
We've heard them talk about the Brickyard 400. If you win that, you can go on to a championship or the All-Star event. But I don't know if that really means anything. I just think that this is an event, and it's changed over the years. The format's changed. The grinding of this racetrack is going to change this race quite a bit tonight. I'm really curious to see, and especially in this first race, how important track position is going to be and tires are going to be.
Could be smoother, could make things faster. We'll continue with Jeff Gordon. We have a lot to cover with him. Pamela Anderson, rhythm and blues singer Anthony Hamilton, who's from Charlotte, and great racing coming your way. But here's what's around the turn. On FX, as we get you down ready for the race, Casey Kane visits us after making his first visit to Victory Lane last week. We'll talk with Casey Kane. And Junior, he may have been voted one of the NASCAR sexiest drivers, but how did he handle himself when we went 10 laps? That cheesy smile. He'll respond to that. More with Jeff Gordon here in the Hollywood Hotel. He'll tell us while he'll be singing next week. Yes, he's your host for this evening. It's all around the turn, plus gas and go here on FX. Welcome back there, Charlotte. A night of the All-Stars. 48 drivers in total tonight. You'll see them all. Cover 180 miles. And some unique paint schemes, part of an all-star tradition here. Kurt Busch in his Blade Blue Irwin colors. There's the Goodwrench modern day Quicksilver. Madagascar, the movie on Tony Stewart's car. Madagascar better than an out-of-gas car. Thank you, Richie Basili in the control room. Mark Martin has a Salute Tour and his 6 car. And we're back. Oh, and there is Jeff Gordon's car. I almost forgot. Back at the Hollywood Hotel. Jeff's with us here. And to talk about this paint scheme, it's always good to see the flames there.
Oh, exactly. You got to have the flames. It's just a reverse paint scheme where it usually is blue, it's fluorescent orange, and then blue where the flames are usually orange. But the coolest thing about it is DuPont Performance Alliance. So those are the all-star paint shops around the country that DuPont does business with, and so it's only fitting for it to be in the All-Star event.
Now, a lot of times you bring a special car for this event. Is this a special car? We know we got a special paint scheme, but what about the chassis?
Well, it is a special car. I would say that the car we have for next week's race is more special.
Oh, okay.
We tested 2 cars here, a week or 2 ago, and we picked one for the All-Star event, one for the 600, and the one for the 600 is the car that I thought was a little bit better.
And you always have nicknames for your car? What, is there one tonight?
I don't think we have a nickname for this one.
We'll work on that.
We'll call it All-Star if it wins.
Okay, that's good. All right, you're going to pinch hit tonight for DW, getting ready for the broadcast.
I'm supposed to pinch hit for DW?
Yeah, it's a
I appreciate you telling me now.
Responsibility.
It's just a matter of formality. You don't worry about it.
This is our gas and go. We ask a question. You have a time frame to answer. Now, you have to answer as candidly
as
I
know there's no way DW could ever put an answer in a time frame.
Right. Well, that's why when you hear the bell, you have to stop. All right.
You buzz him every time, I'm sure.
I do.
You said that. We didn't.
We'll start. I'm going to say Hammond and Gordon because the Jeff thing could throw me.
Okay.
All right. So we'll start with, so you get an idea. We'll start with Hammond. All right. Question number 1. You have 20 seconds here, Jeff Hammond. What's more of a motivation tonight, the money or the bragging rights?
Show me the money. That's what I want. I want the money.
$1 million on the line. Your thought on that? Come on, you're a big money guy when it's crunch time.
I think it's a combination of bragging rights, money, and momentum for next week's 600.
Politician.
And I know, we know you came from working class. You know, that's so you can appreciate the big cash. All right, this one's for you. How much, we have 20 seconds here, Gordon, how much did failing to finish at Richmond hurt you and Jimmy Johnson in the big picture?
I mean, it didn't hurt us that much. Certainly didn't hurt Jimmy that much. He's still leading the points. We're 3rd in points. It was definitely a disappointing run that we had. The incident just made it
And you are racing for that, obviously the points lead, but in that 10 race NEXTEL, right? That's the immediate.
You know, right now, I mean, it's nice to get wins and to have the momentum, but it's really all about. What? I mean, you asked me another question.
That was my fault. I'll take the hit. All right, down to Hammond here. You have 15 seconds. Will Dale Jarrett's new crew chief turn things around for the 88 team? Mike Ford out, Bill Wilburn in.
That right there is yet to be seen. I know Billy Wilburn's got a lot of experience right now, and they may need that kind of demeanor to come into that team and do something about it. It's going to be probably 5 or 6 races before we'll ever see that effect right there, as far as I'm concerned.
All right, that was average. All right, this is a lightning round. All right, for Gordon here, 15 seconds. Does the inversion in tonight's All-Star race change the way that you drive segment 1?
Absolutely. I mean, you know you want to be in a certain position, but you're not sure which position to be in. So I think the only way to run this race is stand on the gas, get as far forward as you can, and just see where things end up and where you're going to end up inverted.
Strategy.
Look at
Strategy.
that. All right, 1 second. That was great. All right, Hammond, does the driver that transfers from the Open have an advantage racing in the All-Star Challenge?
Yes, he does. I really
how
believe
so?
he understands what he needs to do to his race car during that little intermission time, was put a little wedge in it, make some air pressure adjustments, maybe change the tape configuration, but I think he clearly has an advantage, at least through the first segment.
Do you agree with that, Jeff? And quickly?
I agree that there is somewhat of an advantage. They get to see what the balance of their car is going to do. But I think the guys that are already in the All-Star event are the guys that you're going to have to beat.
All right, this one's for you. 15 seconds. Of the 4 previous times here, Humpy Wheeler has picked you to win the All-Star race. You won 1 of those. So is it a bad sign when he chooses you to win?
Well, I mean, I'm glad I have at least 1 win under Humpy's picking me. But I don't know how you possibly can pick a guy to win this race. Usually it's on momentum and what's going on in the season, and I think that we've got good wreck going on right now, but so does Greg Biffle.
Okay.
Hurry up, hurry up.
This one's for you, Hammond. Last one. Who does a better job at gas and go, Jeff Gordon or DW?
My main man right
All
here,
right.
Jeff
You're
Gordon.
just
He's
saying
doing
that
really
really
good.
good.
Yeah, he's
I
close.
guarantee you, when DW's here, you're sitting there going,
the whole time we're riding the bell.
He still keeps going.
Well, DW, he gets the answers beforehand, too.
He
stays up all night.
cheats. I did use that word cheat. I'm
All
sorry.
right, let's continue our NASCAR's Sexiest Driver contest. Last week, over 1 million votes cast, the most ever. It was also the closest results in world history.
Thanks, boys. The second round is well underway, and each week we're getting more and more votes. Last week it was so close, but in the end it was Dale Jarrett who just barely edged out Casey Kane. DJ's moving on to the semis. All right. This week's matchup pits the sports superstar Jeff Gordon against young hottie Jamie McMurray and his boy band Good Looks. Ooh, tough one. Be sure to vote. By now you know how easy it is. Just log on to foxsports.com, powered by MSN. Keyword Sexiest. All right, boys, back to you.
All right, hey, lady, we're working here.
It's bad enough that we got to compete on the racetrack. Now we got to compete in a contest.
I know you're calm behind the wheel, but are you shaking when you go against a guy with boy band looks?
Yeah, but the thing is right now, Jeff, 4 million people have voted for this. I mean, it's not like, it's a little bit of a number
If
here
I'm
and
going to
there.
beat McMurray, I got to go get some highlights.
Okay, there you go. And
Some flames in your hair, maybe?
he'll provide highlights tonight on the racetrack. We know that. All right, and you've advanced in this round, so things have gone pretty well for you, Jeff. We'll continue the All-Star Challenge pre-race program. Casey Kane joins us in a moment.